Ladies and gentlemen, there is a language older than any tongue, more powerful than any phrase, and more enduring than any scripture written by the hand of man. It is a language that cannot be heard with the ears, but it resonates with the soul. This is the silent speech, the way we speak to God without a single word. You see, prayer is not confined to the lips. It is not limited to the hours before dawn or after dusk. True prayer, the kind that moves mountains and molds, destined is spoken with the heart, the mind, and the spirit. It is felt, not said. True communication with the divine goes far beyond the realm of words and language. We often think of prayer as something that involves speaking, formulating our thoughts into sentences, and uttering them aloud. While speaking words may have its place, the most profound and meaningful communication occurs in the silence that lies beneath them. This is a language that does not rely on vocal cords or syllables. It is an internal language that transcends all spoken forms of communication. At its core, this silent language is one of feeling, intention, and deep understanding. It is the language of the heart, the soul, and the spirit. It is a form of communion that is not limited by the constraints of the human tongue. You do not need to articulate your thoughts for the divine to understand them. The universe understands the vibrations of your being, the emotions that stir within you, the beliefs that shape your actions, and the intentions behind every decision you make. When you think deeply about something, when you feel a longing, a desire, or a deep sense of gratitude, you are already in conversation with something far greater than yourself. In this silent exchange, your thoughts themselves become the medium through which you communicate with God or the infinite. Thoughts, when pure and focused, are far more powerful than any words. The energy they carry resonates in the deepest parts of the universe, far beyond the capacity of any spoken sentence. This is why we often hear that thoughts are things. What we think is not just confined to our minds. It emanates outward and affects the world around us in ways we may not always fully comprehend. The silence in which these thoughts reside holds immense power. When you stop speaking, when you cease the clatter of words in your mind, you enter a space where you can truly connect with the divine. It is a space of stillness, a place where you are able to listen not with your ears, but with your soul. In this space, you can hear the whisper of guidance, feel the presence of something greater, and know that you are not alone in your journey. This language of silence is also one of absolute faith. In the absence of words, there is no room for doubt or uncertainty. There is simply a deep knowing that the connection is real and that the communication is happening on a level far beyond human understanding. When you let go of the need to articulate every thought, when you release the pressure of trying to make your desires known in an external way, you open yourself to receive the divine response in its purest form. In silence, there is no expectation of immediate answers, no rush to make sense of every thought. Instead, there is an unfolding, a gradual understanding that reveals itself in the stillness. It is as if the divine speaks to you through the language of experience, through the way life unfolds in response to your thoughts, intentions, and inner beliefs. And as this unfolds, you begin to see that the universe has been listening all along, even when you thought you were alone in your journey. This is the beauty of communicating with God without words. It is not bound by time or space, and it is not restricted to a particular moment or setting. It happens continuously, in every quiet moment of your life, and it requires no effort but to simply be. In this way, the most profound conversations occur in the silence, in the space where the heart speaks and the soul listens. The power of faith is perhaps the most significant force in communication with the divine. Faith is not simply a belief. It is a way of being, a state of consciousness that transcends doubt and fills the mind with an unwavering conviction in the unseen. When you approach life with absolute faith, you align yourself with a higher purpose, one that goes beyond the physical world and taps into the spiritual realm. This kind of faith speaks volumes to God and the universe, often without the need for words. Faith, in its purest form, is an expression of trust in the unknown. It is the knowing that, regardless of the circumstances around you, there is something greater at work, something beyond your immediate understanding. When you trust in this higher power, you send a message to the divine that you are ready to receive guidance, help, and abundance, even when you cannot see how it will manifest. This trust forms the foundation of every silent prayer, every moment of connection with God. It is the belief that the unseen forces are always at work on your behalf, shaping your reality even in ways you cannot yet comprehend. In moments of doubt or fear, faith becomes even more important. These moments test your belief, and yet they also offer the opportunity to deepen your connection with the divine. True faith is not the absence of doubt. It is the ability to continue moving forward in the face of uncertainty. It is choosing to believe even when the evidence seems lacking. It is in these moments that faith becomes a conversation with the Divinia declaration that no matter what happens, you trust in the process and that the outcome will ultimately be in your best interest. Faith also requires a sense of surrender. It is a surrender of control and the willingness to let go of the need to understand everything immediately. When you have faith, you do not try to force solutions or manipulate outcomes. Instead, you allow the universe to reveal what is needed at the right time. This surrender is not about passivity, but about trust that things will unfold as they should. It is in this surrender that the divine responds. The universe is always listening, but it is through faith that you open the door for the answer to come to you. In many ways, faith operates like a frequency or a vibration. Just as you can tune a radio to different frequencies, your faith tunes you into a higher plane of existence. When you have deep, unwavering faith, you align yourself with the flow of abundance, wisdom, and grace. The more you trust, the more the universe responds, providing you with the answers, the opportunities, and the guidance you seek. Your belief in the unseen activates the flow of energy, and through this energy, God communicates with you in a way that words alone could never express. The beauty of faith is that it requires no proof, no evidence to support it. It is an inner knowing that sustains you in times of difficulty and uplifts you in moments of joy. It is not bound by time or logic, but transcends both. The power of faith does not lie in the things you can see or touch. It lies in your ability to believe in what is not yet visible and to act with the confidence that what you desire is already on its way. Faith becomes the voice through which God hears you and responds, not with words, but with the subtle guiding forces that shape your life. Persistence is a form of communication that speaks louder than any words. It is the message you send to the universe every time you face a challenge and choose not to give up. It is the unwavering determination to pursue your goals even when the path seems unclear, the obstacles seem insurmountable, and the results appear distant. In its essence, persistence is a reflection of your belief in what you are working toward. It is a declaration to the divine that you trust the process, that you have faith in the outcome, and that no matter the setbacks, you will continue moving forward. Every time you persist, you are engaging in a form of prayer, a silent prayer, that resonates deeply within the universe. It is a statement that you are committed to your vision, and through your actions, you are aligning yourself with a higher purpose. When you persist, you are not just hoping for change, you are actively creating it. The universe is constantly watching, observing your actions, and responding accordingly. The persistence you show sends a powerful signal that you are ready and willing to receive what you desire. It is not enough to simply ask or wish for something. You must prove through your actions that you are serious about it. Persistence is not about brute force or stubbornness. It is about resilience and flexibility. There will be times when you encounter failures, obstacles, or moments of doubt. It is during these times that persistence reveals its true strength. It is not about avoiding setbacks, but about how you respond to them. When you choose to rise again after a fall, when you continue your journey despite the challenges, you send a clear message to the divine. I will not be deterred. My purpose is greater than any obstacle. In this way, persistence becomes a language of its own. It speaks through your actions, through your resolve, and through your ability to keep going when others may have given up. This unwavering commitment connects you to the higher power because it demonstrates that you are fully invested in your own growth and in the realization of your dreams. God, the universe, or whatever force you believe in responds to the energy of action, and persistence is the fuel that keeps that energy alive. Thought is the original prayer, a concept that transcends the conventional understanding of prayer as words spoken aloud. Every thought you have is an energy that is released into the universe, and this energy carries with it the potential to shape your reality. Unlike spoken words, which can be lost or misinterpreted, thoughts are far more intimate and powerful. They are the silent prayers that reverberate throughout your being and the world around you. When you focus on a thought with intensity, clarity, and emotion, you are sending a message to the universe, whether you realize it or not. This is the true nature of prayer. It is not just asking for something, but embodying the belief that what you desire already exists in the realm of possibility. Every thought you entertain, whether positive or negative, creates a vibration. This vibration is felt not only by your own mind and body, but also by the larger universe. The thoughts you think send a ripple effect, influencing the energy that surrounds you and the events that unfold in your life. The more focused and determined your thought, the more powerful that vibration becomes. This is why it is said that like attracts like. When you consistently think about something with passion and belief, you are aligning yourself with the energy of that desire. You become a magnet for the circumstances, people, and opportunities that will bring it into your life. The importance of focused thought cannot be overstated. The human mind is a powerful tool capable of creating both incredible beauty and immense challenges. But it is the intention behind the thought that determines its power. A fleeting thought is one thing, but a thought that is deeply anchored in your heart and mind, one that you return to again and again, holds the potential to change your life. It is through this sustained focus that you enter into communion with the divine. When you center your thoughts on a specific goal, desire, or purpose, you create a mental and spiritual alignment with the universe. It is as though your thought becomes a prayer that is continuously echoed back to you in various forms. Thoughts, when charged with strong emotion, become even more potent. Emotion amplifies the power of thought, transforming it from a simple mental process into a dynamic force. When you feel something deeply, it is as if you are not just thinking, but also living that thought. Emotion fuels the thought, providing it with energy and momentum. For example, if you have a thought about abundance, but you simultaneously feel gratitude for what you already have, that thought becomes a prayer of thanksgiving that not only acknowledges what is to come, but also affirms the goodness already present in your life. It is this combination of thought and emotion that sends a signal to the universe, drawing more of what you desire toward you. This connection between thought and divine communication is what makes the silent language of prayer so powerful. When you think with intention and clarity, you are communicating directly with the universe, with God, or whatever force you believe in. Your thoughts are received as a form of request, but they also carry within them the energy of your belief, your faith, and your desire. Just as you cannot separate light from heat, you cannot separate your thoughts from their corresponding vibration. The universe responds to that frequency, and as you continue to focus your thoughts on what you want, it begins to manifest in your life. By consciously cultivating positive and purposeful thoughts, you engage in an ongoing dialogue with the divine. It is a conversation that does not require words, but one that flows through your mind, your actions, and your emotions. As you align your thoughts with your desires and intentions, you begin to see the world around you shift in response. The more you focus on what you wish to bring into your life, the more the universe begins to arrange itself to make it so. This is the power of thought as prayer silent, yet profoundly effective in shaping the course of your destiny. Purposeful action is one of the most profound ways to communicate with the divine. It is the bridge between desire and manifestation, where thought and intention take tangible form in the world. When you take action with clear intent and focus, you are essentially sending a message to the universe that you are serious about your desires and that you are ready to work with the divine forces to bring them into reality. Action is the physical counterpart to belief. It is the language that God understands because it reflects your commitment to your vision. Without action, your desires remain only dreams, but with purposeful, deliberate steps, those dreams begin to materialize into the physical world. Every action, no matter how small, is a reflection of your inner state. The energy behind your actions speaks volumes. If you act with passion, purpose, and conviction, you are expressing your faith in the process and your trust in the outcome. Each step you take is like a silent prayer, demonstrating your willingness to collaborate with the divine in the creation of your life. God, the universe, or whatever higher power you believe in, does not need your words to know what you want. The actions you take are the evidence that you are aligned with your desires. It is through your actions that you demonstrate your faith, your commitment, and your readiness to receive what is being offered. Purposeful action also involves integrity, acting in accordance with your values and principles, even when no one is watching. When you operate from a place of authenticity and moral clarity, you are creating an energetic alignment with your highest self and the divine. Actions grounded in integrity send a message that you are not only working toward your personal goals, but that you are doing so in a way that is in harmony with the greater good. This kind of action resonates with a higher vibration, attracting more positive circumstances and opportunities into your life. When your actions are purposeful, they also come from a place of service. True purpose is not only about what you want to achieve, but about how you can contribute to the well-being of others. When you take action with the intention of helping others, whether through your work, your relationships, or your acts of kindness, you are engaging in divine communication. The act of serving others brings you closer to the divine because it is rooted in love, compassion, and the desire to uplift. Every act of service, no matter how small, amplifies the connection between you and the universe, reinforcing the message that you are ready to receive, but you are also ready to give. Purposeful action also requires clarity. To act without clarity can lead to confusion, missteps, and frustration. When you have a clear vision of what you want to achieve, every action you take becomes a step in the direction of that goal. Clarity helps you to focus your energy and avoid distractions, ensuring that your actions are aligned with your highest intentions. The universe responds to clarity because it can understand your direction. When your actions are intentional, they create a ripple effect that extends far beyond your immediate surroundings. Each choice you make, each decision you take, is part of a larger plan that is unfolding in perfect harmony with the divine order. The beauty of purposeful action is that it does not require grandiose gestures. Small, consistent steps toward your goal, taken with focus and intention, are just as powerful as any major leap. The key is consistency, the willingness to keep moving forward, even when the road is difficult or the results are not immediately visible. Every time you take an action, you are reinforcing your belief in the outcome and in your ability to manifest it. The universe listens not only to the big, dramatic moves, but also to the quiet, everyday efforts that demonstrate your commitment to your purpose. These actions speak directly to the divine, affirming that you are ready, willing, and capable of creating the life you desire. Vibration is a universal language, one that transcends words and speaks directly to the very core of our being. Everything in existence is in constant motion, vibrating at different frequencies, and it is through these vibrations that we communicate with the divine. Thoughts, emotions, actions, and even physical objects all carry their own energy and frequency. And it is through aligning our own vibration with the frequency of our desires that we tap into the flow of abundance, wisdom, and guidance. God, the universe, or the divine force you believe in understands vibration far better than words ever could. When we focus on a particular thought or feeling, we are sending out a specific vibration into the universe. These vibrations are not only a reflection of our inner state, but they also attract similar energies, creating a resonance that either brings us closer to our desires or leads us further from them. The law of attraction works on the principle that like attracts like. What you send out energetically will return to you in kind. If your vibration is one of positivity, love, and abundance, you are aligning yourself with those same energies. Conversely, if your vibration is filled with fear, doubt, or negativity, you may find that you attract situations, people, and experiences that mirror that energy. The power of vibration lies in its ability to influence the course of our lives in ways that go beyond our conscious control. It is through our thoughts and feelings that we set the tone for our vibration, and this tone dictates the experiences we encounter. For instance, when you focus on gratitude, you send out a frequency of thankfulness that resonates with the energy of more things to be grateful for. Gratitude is a powerful vibration because it signals to the universe that you are open to receiving more blessing. Similarly, when you focus on fear or lack, you are sending out a frequency of scarcity, which then reflects back to you experiences that match that vibration. This is why it is crucial to be mindful of the energy you are putting out into the world. The thoughts you entertain, the emotions you nurture, and the actions you take all contribute to your overall vibration. It is important to regularly check in with yourself and ask, what is the energy I am carrying? because this energy is what you communicate to the universe. If you want to change the circumstances of your life, you must first shift your internal vibration. This doesn't mean ignoring negative emotions, but rather recognizing them, processing them, and consciously choosing to focus on thoughts and feelings that align with the outcomes you desire. The divine responds to the vibration you emit. Just as a radio picks up signals on specific frequencies, the universe tunes into your energetic frequency and responds accordingly. When you align your vibration with the energy of abundance, love, peace, or success, you become a magnet for those very things. This is the silent communication that occurs between you and the divine through your vibration. You are constantly broadcasting your desires, needs, and intentions, and the universe listens. This is not a process that requires words. It requires alignment. The more you focus on raising your vibration and staying in harmony with your desires, the more the universe can respond with corresponding experiences that reflect that alignment. In this way, vibration is not only a silent language, but also a form of energy that shapes reality. The divine speaks to you through the energy of your own being, and through this energetic exchange, you begin to see the unfolding of your desires in the physical world. As you continue to maintain a high vibration, you strengthen your connection with the divine and open yourself up to greater opportunities, wisdom, and guidance. Every moment of your life is an opportunity to send out a new vibration, and through this process, you are constantly communicating with the higher forces that shape your destiny. Gratitude and focus are two of the most powerful forces that amplify your communication with the divine. When you live in a state of gratitude, you are tuning into a higher frequency, one that invites abundance, joy, and peace into your life. Gratitude is not just about acknowledging the things you have, but about recognizing the divine presence in every moment. It is a practice that shifts your perspective, allowing you to see the blessings and lessons in every experience, even the challenges. When you approach life with genuine thankfulness, you align yourself with a frequency that resonates with the divine, creating a continuous flow of positive energy between you and the universe. Gratitude has the power to transform the way you perceive the world around you. Instead of focusing on what you lack or what isn't going well, gratitude encourages you to look at the abundance that already exists in your life. This shift in perspective opens you up to receive more of what you are grateful for. The universe responds to this energy by bringing more of the same into your life. The more you focus on what you appreciate, the more you become attuned to the goodness in the world. Whether it's the small joys of daily life or the larger blessings, gratitude is the lens through which you experience divine connection. It signals to the universe that you are open and receptive, creating a space for greater blessings to flow into your life. Gratitude also strengthens your faith in the process of life. When you express gratitude for the things you already have, you are acknowledging that the universe has already provided you with what you need, and this reinforces your trust in the divine timing of events. Even when things are not going as planned or when you are faced with difficulties, gratitude allows you to see that everything is unfolding for your highest good. It reminds you that challenges are not obstacles, but opportunities for growth and learning. This shift in perception aligns your heart with the divine purpose, allowing you to move through life with greater ease and grace. Focus, on the other hand, is the ability to direct your energy and attention toward your desires and intentions. It is about staying aligned with your goals and not being distracted by external circumstances or the noise of everyday life. Focus sharpens your vision and helps you to remain clear on what you want to manifest in your life. When you are focused, you are able to channel all of your energy into the actions that will bring your desires into reality. Focus gives your intentions direction, ensuring that you are not scattered or pulled off course. Without focus, it is easy to become overwhelmed or uncertain about what steps to take next. But when you focus with intention, you create a clear path forward, and the universe responds by providing you with the opportunities and resources you need to achieve your goal. When gratitude and focus work together, they create a powerful synergy. Gratitude grounds you in the present moment, while focus helps you to remain clear on where you are going. Gratitude allows you to appreciate the progress you've made, and focus helps you to stay on track toward the future you are creating. Together, they form the foundation of effective communication with the divine. As you express gratitude for the abundance already in your life, and maintain focus on the desires you wish to manifest, you send a clear and powerful message to the universe. This message is one of trust, alignment, and readiness to receive the blessings that are being prepared for you. Gratitude and focus elevate your vibration, align your thoughts and actions, and open you up to the divine flow that guides you toward your highest potential. Through these practices, you not only communicate with the divine, but also invite its guidance, wisdom, and abundance into every aspect of your life.